I'm Duncan McFarland. We're here at Phoenix Brewing Company. I'm one of the owners. I'm also the head brewer here. I'm here to talk about Phoenix Brewing and how we got started. We got some beers here to talk about. We started in 2014. The building that we got into here is a former mortuary. So with that in mind, a lot of the beers that we've named and styled are based on that background, cemetery, mortuary background. So we have a couple of series, high gravity series. Two of those series, we've got one of each. This is the Black Aggie. It's a Russian Imperial Stout. It's 10% and it is part of the Cemetery series. We have 3 beers in that series. This is the one we have right now. And the other 2 are the Santa Muerte Spice Chocolate Stout and the Mary Jane Chai Baltic Porter. And the other beer we have here is the Embalming Fluid, is an Imperial Double IPA, 8.2%, 100 IBUs, very tasty, citrusy. It is part of the Mortuary series. 2 other beers with that. The Undertaker Red Imperial Stout. So yeah, we also have a Toe Tag Triple, Belgian Triple, which recently won an award in the World Beer Awards. So we're happy about that. The building that we're in was built in 1914. It was a separate structure and it was built entirely just for the mortuary itself. They went into a new business. The original business was the Schreier family business, which was casket manufacturing and furniture manufacturing. That was the late 1800s. But the building that we have here was built in 1914 and it's been abandoned for 85 years before we got into it. We ended up opening in 2014. And like I said, it had been abandoned, so it was in rough shape. We did a lot of renovation to get the building back up to code, which took a lot of work. It took almost a year of getting all the work done that we needed to do. And we opened in April of 2014. Yeah, we get funeral employees, directors that mention that they're very excited to see the reference to the mortuary, and that we didn't, skip out on that. We could have ignored all that history. But we chose to embrace it more than anything. Okay, we're now in our original brew house. It's a 5-barrel system, which is that's 150-gallon batches, pretty small scale compared to our other setup, which is 20-barrel, 450 gallons. Gives you a reference. But this is the original setup. Behind me are the fermenters for the system down here at the Phoenix. You could say they're a lot smaller than their other system, like I said, and the brew house is right behind here. This is the 3-vessel brew house. So we got our hot water tank, mash lauter tun, and the brew kettle. So they're pretty small. It's a little bit larger than, say, a nano brewery, but not much bigger scale than a nano brewery down here. The reason for what really helps us with this size setup is we can have multiple styles on tap. Right now we have 14 styles on tap, which is quite a few styles to have at one time. And one way we do that is with a smaller scale setup like this. Brew day is 6 to 8 hours. Once it's transferred into a fermenter, it takes 1 to 2 weeks to basically ferment and turn into beer. And then it's just a matter of conditioning and carbonation, which is another couple weeks depending on the style. So most beers can be ready within a month. Some take longer aging to improve their age, depending on the style.